go.
The rest
do the
are
rest.
new.
Just do the rest of the rest, and then if
Yeah.
you need to do it again, the rest of the rest.
All right, everybody, we are back with some more talking about for the FiteNite podcast, episode 3, and we are going to now dwell onto the topic at hand.
Okay, wait. I was gonna say one last thing about Smash, and I agree with this. I think we should bring in meter, and we should replace one of the jump buttons with a meter button, so we can use supers, and that's how we use final smashes. But like I said, because I heard this in this part of my opinion, I got that from Japan Time, how they talked about dumbing down the final smashes because some of them are just absolutely stupid. Just like Sonic's Super Sonic and those Link's, his final smash can be pretty dumb.
Yeah, I think
we do.
I'm not sure if you would keep them unblockable though.
Yeah, definitely.
You would have to. I feel like you should have more strategy in avoiding them.
Yeah.
Oh, the logo looks. Hold on. How does it look on y'all's end?
It looks like it's like off. Let me screenshot.
Wait a minute, what are we talking about? We're still talking about Smash, right?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
How does it? Oh, because it looks kind of booty.
Yeah.
I mean, we eat those, but like not right now.
In the preview,
I'm not
it
hungry.
doesn't look too good. Hold on. Let me see if it'll fit.
It's Smash Saturday.
Okay, I have to fix everything to fit the screen.
Oh, that's good. That was good for a second.
It was good.
Can someone check out?
Oh, that was the other one.
I'm trying to fix everything to screen, folks.
All right.
Oh,
That's good. That's good. Oh, damn it.
It was good. Come on.
Super Smash. Oh shit! You fucked up.
I'm changing
someone check out
them
the
all
clip
live
I
on
just
stream.
Yeah, I just saw.
Fighting EX.
I gotta check to see this right.
Oh, I'm still dropping
SNK
frames.
Hero and Egg.
Let's go.
And I'm still dropping
Let's
frames. This isn't good.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I'm just saying all the logos I see.
Alright, fuck it. We're gonna roll with it.
Welcome to the the fighting podcast. Today.
Alright.
Whoa, what is that?
Yeah.
That's
That is Geralt being added to Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
What are these logos?
Alright.
Yeah.
So now for good old. Now we're going to be talking about Geralt of Rivia being added to Soul Calibur 6.
just saying to the guest people here. I don't know how many like traditional 2D, 3D fighting video games you play. So if you guys are good, you said anything you wanted to say. Well, mind you guys leaving right now because unless you guys want to stay because you have something to talk about, then that's cool too.
We're gonna be talking about Nicktoons Brawl for the PC.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. That's the end of it.
Hey, yo, check out my chat.
No.
Does it keep buffering for you guys?
I don't know.
It looks fine to me right now.
Oh, so
buffer.
Well,
it's a buffering.
I'm
right
gonna
now.
get out of here because it's out of my area of
That's nothing
expertise.
for me.
We'll see y'all later.
You mind telling me what it is about before I leave, just so I can be engaged in some way?
We're talking about
Soul Calibur.
we're talking about
6
Geralt
is,
of Rivia.
the main protagonist of The Witcher 3, Geralt of Rivia, being added to Soul Calibur 6 as its first guest character.
So not Smash. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Soul
done with
Calibur
Smash.
for Smash.
Yeah. Huh. Alright.
I mean, Ivy Valve Smash.
Why?
All you need is Bayonetta and Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
There it is.
Alright.
You just need the little X that goes between the logos.
Yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Geralt being added?
It is just silent.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm still
Yeah,
here.
I was actually gonna leave because I was gonna say I don't know anything about Soul
Yeah.
Calibur.
I just didn't want to leave you guys.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's
we have
cool.
still like KOF, King of Fighters, Fighting X Layer, SNK Heroines, Marvel, and Street Fighter V to talk about. So
Oh, I like heroin. Might come back for that.
Okay, wait.
I think
For now, I'll
that's it.
talk to y'all later. Y'all
Thanks
have a
for having me
wonderful
anyway.
night.
yeah,
Wait. You want to advertise where you're from?
I'm from DMV,
Where's
Okay.
that?
All right,
I'm
DC,
from
Maryland,
advertise
Virginia.
y'all's Twitters, y'all's
Yeah, that's
Twitches,
my
y'all
area.
YouTubes.
I can do that.
Yeah, do that.
Sure.
Yeah, he already did it earlier.
All right. Be sure to check out. Well, I only really do YouTube, so check that doing out. UntamableTablez. It's trash. Please support it because I need friends. Twitter is the same thing. What else is this? Basically, if you search up UntamableTablez, you can find it, but don't for my Instagram because I don't use that shit.
And I'm Kitty
Alright.
Dunlop, and I have I break games on my channel. That's about it. Nothing else special. Don't.
All right. Well,
Hey,
thank
that's
you guys.
content though.
Thank you guys for joining. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. Jinx,
Thank you for having me.
Alright,
This was
thanks for
nice.
having me.
No problem, you guys. I hope to bring you guys back one day if we have some more Smash news. Okay.
All right.
All right. So it's just us now.
All right. Yep.
And now I have
do this.
a total of 33.2% dropped frames.
Just because of that one that he did.
Yeah. No, it's man, my Wi-Fi isn't good. But if it's not
It'd be
buffering,
like that.
then it's fine, I guess.
It's not buffering on mine.
All right, is it buffering, you guys? Please tell us before we go on.
Watch it be buffering. They just never heard that.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on Geralt being added to Soul Calibur 6?
My thoughts. Hold on, I'm texting some people. All right. The Witcher 3 was the only Witcher game I played. Didn't get far in it because I was highly discouraged to beat that game because the load times after dying were just atrocious. I couldn't do it. But I will say, I like Geralt. He's pretty cool, and like his motives, from what I remember, of him trying to find two people, both of them that they it's buffering on mine a little bit, but it's fine now. But it might be my school Wi-Fi. So, anyways, he
It's not buffering
went to
on my
find
end,
two
so
people.
in theory, if y'all could still hear us, we should be good.
Yeah, I think we should be good. So Geralt, he just went to look for two people he loved: his wife, well, I assume that's his wife, and the child that they had. So, but that's all that I remember from and this is only The Witcher 3. So I didn't read the books and I didn't play
Wait,
the two
there were
games before
books?
that. Yeah, the Witcher comes from a series of books.
Oh, never knew that. A book character
Yep.
is added to Soul Calibur 6. Imagine that.
It really be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they put Spawn in the Xbox version of Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah. I have no thoughts on Geralt. To be honest, I've never played a Witcher game. I've known about them from the GIF of what people share of him bathing in a barrel. That's about it.
That's the beginning of the 3.
Oh, all right.
I will say, this definitely inspired me to play The Witcher again, regardless of the load times of when you die. But get good, I guess.
Yeah. But what does this mean for? Do you think that there is going to be any more guest characters added to Soul Calibur 6?
In 5, did they only have one guest character,
I
or
believe they only had one. I think it would in 5 they only had Ezio.
it's kind of lame?
Let
But
me fact check that.
if it's just Ezio, that's kind of lame. Not because it's Ezio, but it's just him and him only. Because ever since 2, there's always been like more than one.
Yeah, it's like in Soul Calibur 4 there was like freaking what? There was freaking there's
Which one had the Star Wars characters?
I think it was Soul Calibur 4. Had Darth Vader, Yoda, and the main character of The Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah. So I don't think there's gonna be another guest character. To be honest, I wish there was, but there probably won't.
Yeah. See, my problem is with bringing in guest characters now is that it used to be exclusives, and that could work because they could have the Bloodborne character. They could have Jago from Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they have Geralt, and that's not an exclusive. So now you start bringing in those exclusives. It kind of looks a little. Not that it can't work, but at this point, it might as well have the same roster on both versions.
Yeah. But I think if they were to do like an Xbox guest character, he would still end up on PC. Like if they were to do Jago, Jago would probably still be a PC character because because not only is Killer Instinct on Microsoft's store on the PC, it's also on Steam.
Yeah, and the Windows Store.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh well.
But yeah. So what in terms of a guest character, what would you want?
See, I was watching a Max video, like pre-recorded show. I think they were playing Pokken back when it was just the Wii U version. It was just released.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about Soul Calibur, like bringing in new characters. They mentioned the dude from Bloodborne or a character from there. I don't know. I haven't played enough of that game. They talked about Jago from Killer Instinct, and they talked about Mewtwo from Pokemon. And I was like, all right, Mewtwo kind of sounds nice because I like Mewtwo.
Sounds nice, but there's not going to be a Switch version.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's no Switch version, as far as we know, because they didn't mention it. Maybe there'll be a port later because that's just what they do. Yeah. There was no Switch at the time.
Yeah. But I think, but what do you, who do you think would be a good guest character? Like, not
Gee, does there have to be like one more?
I mean, let's do two more.
Okay.
But here's the catch. Since Soul Calibur seems to like multi-console guest characters now, they can't be exclusives. So no Jago.
Is Devil May Cry exclusive?
No.
Well, there it is. We got one for you.
Add Dante. Dante would be sick.
It'll be sick, but it'll also be weird because he has guns. But at the same time, we just had Star Wars characters.
Yeah, but they don't have guns.
But they have lightsabers.
Adding guns in a Soul Calibur game, that would be interesting. I feel like that'd be OP.
I mean, we could just slow down the bullets and make it like Tekken. We have fireballs now in Tekken.
There's a word there.
It said add Virgil.
Actually, I saw this on the Soul Calibur subreddit, and they were saying, instead of Don, and they were like, they should add Virgil. And in my head, I was like, I never thought of Virgil. And I think if they were to add a Devil May Cry character, they should add Virgil.
He doesn't use a gun or what?
Yeah, he doesn't use a gun. The only projectile he has is like summoned swords, but they're kind of slow. So I feel like if you wanted to dodge them, And those are projectiles that you can like give an excuse to like slow down. So if you want to be able to like dodge them effectively, go ahead, sidestep.
Yeah, I just thought of something. I
And
could
then
have bought the Devil May Cry HD. With all that birthday money I got, that I still have, sort of, I could buy the Devil May Cry HD collection on my
It's like
Xbox One.
$10 per game. If it's like $30, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's like $10 per game. But one of the games are really bad.
I see.
Devil May Cry 2
Oh,
is considered to be the black sheep of the franchise.
Oh, well, I'll deal with it. I'm gonna play them all chronological though.
Chronological? As of
That's I meant
as
the release date. I mean.
Okay, good, because I was about to say, don't start off with Devil May Cry 3 as your first game. Dude,
I meant to say by release date. That's what I did with Metal Gear. Well, sort of.
Because that game, like Devil May Cry 3, its normal difficulty is Japan's hard mode. Because we complained about how easy Devil May Cry 2 was.
I see.
Devil May Cry 2 is easy, but also bad.
Siri. I see. Oh.
All right, but
I'm gonna start with one. Don't worry.
All right, so you said Dante, and freaking who else? Wait, who'd you say?
Dante, and I have to think of one more character. That's not console exclusive.
Fuck it, Bayonetta is console exclusive. Dang it.
She used the second party character. Let's say that.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm texting my mom right now.
They put Heihachi in Soul Calibur 2.
Did Kazuya instead.
Kazuya.
His you could data mine, and this is Kazuya, but it's actually Jin. They fooled us.
Nani? Alright. But
Alright.
Yeah,
I can't think of any more like exclusive characters. Just put Vegeta in. He's not an exclusive game. Just put Trunks in. There it is. He has a sword.
Add Trunks. Yeah. As for me, I'm gonna go with Virgil.
Okay.
Kazuya Moropi, he just do 5 electric wind god fists. But yeah. Terms of another, I can't think of any, man. It's hard.
To think of non-exclusive characters is difficult.
Do any Persona characters use a sword?
Don't ask me.
Right,
I
never
never
mind.
played Persona.
I don't get it. I don't know, man. I'm confused. I don't know who else they would add.
Oh well.
I'll try. Hold on. Let me think of one. Zero. Okay.
Okay, that's actually kind of a cool choice.
That'd be kind of powerful, but that'd be 2 Capcom characters.
Oh well.
Oh, fuck it. All right. So, any final thoughts on Soul Calibur 6?
It'll be my first Soul Calibur that I take seriously because I only played 2 and
It'll be my first Soul Calibur ever.
Oh yeah, you never played 3D games until Tekken 7.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope the game releases, because we don't have a release date yet. We only know 2018.
This is the year of fighting games, I swear.
Yeah. So for my prediction, I'm gonna go with. You know what? Let's go with October.
October.
I think that's
Okay.
I think October, or I think September, October is a good release window.
It's always like around the end of the year that they release the most games, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, it'll be right on time for the Game Awards. Get their game of the fighting game of the year
fighting game
award.
of the year isn't gonna be Soul Calibur 6. It's gonna be Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
You know what? It's true.
Why did I said Dragon Ball Fighter Z? I'm mad at myself. Dragon Ball Fighters. All right. So,
I kind of get mad when that happens.
all right. So with that out of the way, let us move on to our next topic, which is the King of Fighters 14.
See, I pinged Mark, see if you want to join, which I doubt he will.
Yeah, I saw it. But yeah, the King of Fighters 14. It recently got a trailer for Blue Mary. Like, I guess it's like Terry's love, I assume.
I have no clue.
I think, cause
All I know is that
I
Blue
think-
Mary exists.
I remember looking at the lore and I'm just like, oh, I think it's just like, it's like, is that Terry's chick, or I don't know. But yeah, and we also got a release date for the 3.0 update that features Oswald, Hydern, Najd, whatever, and Blue Mary, which is April the 12th, which is 5 days from now.
Okay. Okay.
I've been out of the loop of King of Fighters for a while. I've paid attention to Oswald, and then I paid attention to Blue Mary. That's about it.
All I just remembers the meme saying "fuck."
I haven't watched the trailers for any of the other characters except for Blue Mary.
I seen Oswald. All I remember is someone posted a meme that said "fuck any nigga named Oswald."
Yeah.
It's funny.
But the King of, I have the steelbook of it, and I have Rock Howard is DLC. But I don't know, man. I just haven't been able to get into it good. I feel like I need a Capcom versus SNK game. If you want me to get into playing SNK characters.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I just don't know much about SNK characters.
Yeah.
I would like to, but I feel like that'll be a hassle
Like,
because
the
I feel like
gameplay
the
of-
story's everywhere.
The gameplay of King of Fighters 14 is very solid. I really like it, but as for playing it, as for just like trying to get into it, I'm not a fan. Or I'm not I am a fan. It's just that I'm just not really motivated to get into it. I'd rather play Tekken or Marvel or Dragon Ball or Street Fighter.
Yeah, I think I agree with you too.
All right. So
I don't have much to say about this.
yeah, same. So we'll go on to the next topic, which is Fighting Inc.'s Lair.
I am excited for that game.
It's a beautiful new logo, and it's newcomers Hayate and Sanane, and it's release window of June.
Really, it's June?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I missed that part.
Yeah, it has a release
Well-
window. Hayate and Sanane. Sanane looks pretty cool. I like her design.
Yeah.
Hayate is Hayato.
Yeah.
I was
Pretty much.
watching Maximilian's reaction video. I was like, bro, that boy looks like Hayato. And he was thinking the exact same thing. Man. They also said like in that trailer apparently that that if the game does well, they will do DLC.
I'm definitely buying within June because I want the DLC characters. Some of them are veterans, some of them look awesome. Well, they all look awesome.
Yeah. You know the like belly dancer girl
Fulham.
Yeah,
That's her name.
yeah, she's DLC.
Sadly, but she's the Cammy character.
Yeah, I really want to give the game a shot. To me, I feel like that might be another main fighting game for me because from what I played from the demo or the beta, the game looks solid. The gameplay's solid.
Yeah, it was really.
I feel
good.
like just give me some more time with that game, and I'll dedicate myself to it. Screw it.
I will say, Alan Snyder is really fun. If you ask me, he's definitely my number one character there.
I feel I might play Alan Snyder. To be honest, I might play Alan Snyder or who was the other Shoto? Kyrie.
I see. Yeah. All right.
This game might not be for me. Yeah, I mean,
It's cool.
yeah, I feel like you're not a big fan of juggle heavy games.
It was just a bit, but it just felt way too wonky. It's a very juggly. You have to juggle the characters.
Yeah,
and
it's a
then
very juggle
animation's-
focused game, and it's not like Marvel.
it's so
juggle.
fast.
It's not like Marvel juggle. It's not like. It's like you're playing a Street Fighter game, but with the juggle counter tenfold.
Street Fighter with Tekken mechanics.
Street Fighter with Tekken juggles.
And there it is. We have Akuma in this game, kid.
Yeah, but I don't really have anything else to say about this. I'm excited for the game, and I can't wait to see high-level tournament play when it comes to Evo 2019.
I will say I'm.
Because I think if this game has a good community, it'll definitely be at Evo.
I think so too. I hope that it does get to Evo. It's such a well designed game.
And also, it's just like I feel like there weren't a lot of people working on the game. I feel like,
And yet it still looks great.
yeah, but it looks so much better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
And they reused animations. they couldn't have polished it.
Yeah,
That game was developed for a year.
yeah. Oh well, but anyways,
So I just wanted to give a shout out to Blair Dane. That is a nice looking character. If you catch my drift.
leotard, bro. All right, but now we're moving on to SNK Heroines.
Okay, this is the one where we ping table. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He doesn't like
SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. Got an announcement for Shermie, the one who looks like a harem anime, who has harem anime boy hair.
She has red hair.
Like
all I know
it
she has
covers
red
her
hair.
eyes, and we don't see her eyes. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's like a mad. Yeah, you the pink shin.
pink shit. Oh, we should do that.
Wait.
He probably
Oh,
has, like,
Shinobi?
10 Yeah, he probably has 10,000 waifus from SNK.
Bro, he has so
This
many
is-
waifus.
like I'm telling you, in the middle of a conversation, it has nothing to do with his mains or his waifus. Like, he'll list them off.
I should probably
Not
put
that it's
the-
bad. Not that's a bad for him. It's like he just does it often. It's noticeable.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's like, okay,
honestly, I'm not gonna pick up this game.
I think I'm not gonna pick up this game either.
Yeah,
Or at least not like ASAP. I'm just gonna pick it up.
I'm gonna wait for a while to see how it all folds up, and then I'll pick it up.
I'll just be like 21, finally able to like smoke weed and drink, and it's like, and then
SNK Heroines, dude.
I'm kind of bored. You know what? That sounds nice. I think I'm gonna get that game.
I'm gonna
You
get
remember
that
that game?
Bro, bro, I remember that game, dude. That game's sick.
That game, you know all the females? and shit?
Bro, the form, the
The
curvature,
The thick.
the thickness. All right, we're done with that. Yeah. Nobody put the release date in the Google Doc, so
Oh well.
I believe it was.
We don't have interest in
It was September something. I want to be able to say the release date for the people. All right, its release date is September 7th.
I see.
And it comes.
I
out,
looked at game.
And it comes.
I
out
looked at
for,
gameplay for this game. Oh, sorry.
And it comes out for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and arcades.
I thought it was a Switch exclusive.
No, it's not.
That sucks, but well.
if it does well, maybe we could get King of Fighters 14, or maybe a future King of Fighters game on the Switch. That'd be sick.
I looked at gameplay of this game. It looks like there's only one button.
Bro, it looks so confusing.
It's like,
Bro,
how do you
it looks
fight?
so confusing, and I can somewhat play anime games.
I don't know. I just don't get this game.
Yeah, me
Like,
neither. Man.
I feel like you can only do like one attack. Like it's an attack button. It's like, and if the opponent blocks, then your turn is over.
Yeah. For anybody out in the chat who's gonna play this game, more power to you. But we don't care.
You get those nice costumes
Yeah, you
for
get
yourself.
those nice costumes. Treat them with respect. And
Models look like plastic. That's because they're definitely reused.
yeah, they're definitely reused from King of Fighters 14.
Yep. Should we move on? Because I think we pretty much clarified our thoughts about this upcoming release.
Yeah. All right.
My dark side might play it. I hate Marsh sometimes.
Yeah. So the next.
Your dark side. You just
All right.
look at the.
Yeah. So the next thing is the state of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
This is your stage, bro.
Yeah. So Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, as we know, is a train wreck, to put it lightly. The last support it has ever gotten. Nice, Torta.
I hate Twitter.
The last type of any type of support it's ever gotten. Last one was January. Like it got a patch for a few balance changes, and fixed some bugs. That there was an infinite that you could do.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah, there was an infinite that was possible before that patch, and it involved like side switching to where the opponent's back was facing your character, and for some reason, that allowed for like an infinite to appear, or an infinite to be caused, or like some crap. I don't know the exact specifics, but yeah, that was patched out, and it's not Evo. It's not Evo. And we have gotten no news of any type of support. And yeah, this game is a disappointment. I agree.
Definitely. I agree, Twitter.
I agree. This game is a huge disappointment to both Marvel fans, Capcom fans, Marvel vs. Capcom fans, the works. And I think support for this game is done.
I
And
see.
until we get like any more news of this game, rip the cans. We're not going to be talking about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite anymore on this podcast.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Until there's more news, this game will not be talked about at all. Now, as of its tournament life, I think it's going to be pretty good. Like, I still watch Marvel tournaments.
You poor soul.
I mean, but it's like Marvel tournaments are, even though the game is, in terms of support, dead, the tournament life isn't.
That's right.
And if Marvel 3 can survive for that long, I think Marvel Infinite has a good shot. And I think if Capcom wants to learn from this game, they should learn that they cannot rush games. They cannot rush fighting games out onto the market and have them be this quality. You need
Capcom said that they when Street Fighter V released, that they said they were going to finish their games, but they still rushed their game when they made Marvel Infinite. It was finished, but it was still rushed.
Yes.
Therefore, it wasn't
And
good.
it also had a super low budget.
It's because most of it went to the story mode.
Well, also its budget was like the budget of like Street Fighter V's DLC. It's like it's the budget of a season of DLC.
Shame.
Yeah, and like we were told by people that, oh, this game is gonna get like so much support. This game is gonna be another Street Fighter V situation where it's gonna get updates all over again. We were so happy. It was like, yay! And then they announced the DLC characters. It was Sigma. It was Sigma, Black Panther. We knew those. Monster Hunter. Winter Soldier. Venom. And Black Widow.
Venom gets a pass though. He's pretty sick.
Venom gets a pass. Winter Soldier gets a pass from me. There are 2 Capcom characters and 3 and 4 Marvel.
It's really bothersome to me having it be so uneven like that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a huge roster where it's like it's whatever. Both casts are huge anyways. Cause like, was the roster even for Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
It was.
Oh well, but would you care because it's already have a huge roster anyways?
I would care if it was like a substantial. Like
Okay, substantial.
If it was like 10 more Marvel characters than Capcom characters, even if there were 10 more Capcom characters than Marvel characters, I would be mad.
Okay, if it's a lot of characters.
Yeah, but I think
difference.
1 or 2, like only if it was 1 more, yeah, I can give that a pass. But more than that, no.
Yeah. Except for Infinite, because the roster's just too small, too dull.
Yeah. I mean, also, yeah, even you know, man, my secret hope is that they're working on something in the background, and it's gonna be like a deluxe edition, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And
I hope they do a deluxe edition.
I think it's going to be Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and it's going to have revamped everything. It's going to have revamped graphics, revamped UI, revamped roster, like have everybody who's already in the game, but also include the X-Men, include some Marvel staples. Bring back some characters that weren't in Marvel 3, like Jin, or Captain Commando, or Hayato. And oh man, and add some fan favorites that were missing from Marvel 3. Like people were complaining, where's Wesker? Where's Virgil? Where's Akuma?
Where's Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, where's Beautiful Joe? Man,
They just didn't put the. It's just like you said how, they reused characters, but they didn't reuse all.
yeah, in my opinion, they should have reused all of them.
They might as well.
Yeah, reuse all of them. In fact, you know what they should have done? Just make another Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with new characters.
That would have been fine.
That would have gotten everybody on the train. would have been like, okay, we don't have to drop Marvel 3, but we're also going to get more support for Marvel 3, as well as a bunch of new characters. Boom. You could have literally just released another version of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And it would have been fine. Oh, and better online. Better
online too.
Because there are two positives to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And that's the gameplay. And it's online.
Oh yeah, it's online.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has one of the best netcodes of any fighting game in the market.
Would you say the same about matchmaking? Like, would you say that's good?
Well, I mean, nobody plays it.
Exactly. Okay, what about when the game first released? The matchmaking, alright?
Wasn't too bad.
Because that's one of my bigger issues. Is like, yeah, gameplay, like the online,
The
netcode
matchmaking
has to
wasn't
be
too
good.
bad, but as the months went by, the people who decided to play just dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I doubt the ultimate version is going to happen. And if Capcom does decide to make another game that has similar gameplay of Marvel vs. Capcom, just make it a Capcom All-Stars game.
Yeah.
Keep it centered on Capcom. So that way maybe we can get some under-recognized franchises like Jin Satame, Hayato, Captain Commando, and maybe add some Street Fighter characters that deserve a Marvel appearance for once. I think you could do... There are 3 characters from Street Fighter that I think would be awesome in a Marvel vs. Capcom aspect. That's Juri, Rashid, and Nash.
Okay. Those I agree with that. Those are some
And if in
definitely some
terms
good
of Nash,
characters.
it should be Street Fighter V Nash.
I mean, if it's like basic Charlie, not like new Nash, or Street Fighter V Nash has more exciting things. There's more moves in general.
Yeah,
It would definitely
he's
fit
not just a
way
guile.
better.
And also, you don't have to deal with the thing of, oh, he has charge moves. Ew. Charge moves I don't like charge moves in Marvel games.
I can see someone never picked Big Band in Skullgirls.
I tried, or Parasol.
Oh yeah, Parasol as well.
Yeah,
It's
I
just a
wanted to play
charge
those
thing.
characters, but then I looked at their move list, and now I don't play Skullgirls.
I mean, you could have played Valentine like me.
I mean, I can play Valentine. I can play Fuka, or which one's the one that? Oh yeah, which one's the one that has the hairball?
Here, that's like the one that looks like Sonic Spin Dash.
Yeah.
That's Philia.
Yeah, Philia, and
I used to.
who's the
I used to use
Egyptian?
Philia. Just the Egyptian. That's Eliza.
I'll if I ever come back to Skullgirls, I'll play that team.
All right,
I'll
all
play
right. That's good.
Valentine, Phila, and Eliza.
Sounds like a decent team. That sounds like a good team to piss me off. One of my friends picked Eliza. But when I first played Skullgirls, it was on my MacBook. I was playing with some of my friends locally, and the 2 characters that he picked that pissed me off were Double and Eliza. I was just like, what do I do with these 2 with Valentine? And that's how I came to the conclusion that Valentine sucks when she's when you're from a distance, which I'm pretty sure if you have a zoning character, you could definitely beat Valentine.
Or just give her some good assists.
Okay, but the thing is, we
Bro,
were
give
doing
her-
one-on-one.
If Valentine had beam assists, give if like there were any beam assists. Does any character have a beam?
That's Robot Fortune.
Oh, just,
I think so. I think it's Robot Fortune.
oh well then.
Actually, yeah,
give her
because she has.
give her a beam assist, and then she can close the gaps.
You know what? That's a good idea because she has a laser move, and you can make custom, what's it called?
Okay, Mark.
Custom assist.
Stop.
That's one of his mains next to
Oh yeah, he plays Robo Fortune
Parasol.
and Misfortune.
and Parasol.
Yeah.
The poor soul. I did not intend that pun. I'm not gonna lie.
But do you have anything to say about Infinite?
The game's trash. I really hope that there's support later because I hope that Maximilian was right when he said that they just gave the spotlight to Street Fighter V Arcade Edition because that was like the biggest update for the game. I really hope they give time to update Marvel Infinite later, or at least announce it later. But I hope it's sooner than I think because the Street Fighter V update hype is already over. Not to mention Dragon Ball FighterZ took that away from
Yeah.
it.
You know, it'd be a sick E3 announcement.
Announcement?
Yeah, just make it an E3 announcement, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Excuse me. And then they show a trailer of everything that's new, and they make sure to really highlight that the graphics have improved substantially. They make sure, hey guys, look what we fixed: the roster and the graphics. That's what
That's
y'all
all that
hated.
they care
That's
about.
what everybody hated, right? Well, we fixed it. In my opinion, if they fix the roster and they fix the graphics, the game will become so much better. So much better.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
have it come out
no.
at the end of the year. Bam.
It'll definitely improve
Yeah.
upon
And then it could be at EVO.
right? That's a mainline term. They had one empty space. It could have been Marvel. It could have been
Well,
fighting.
I feel like the thing is, like every game that's in that EVO list could easily make 100. Could easily have 1,000 entrants.
You're right.
there's a total of 3 Arxis games.
Guilty Gear,
Guilty Gear
Blaze
Blaze
Blue,
Blue Cross Tag Battle.
and then Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah. Technically, Dragon Ball's a Bandai Namco game.
Publishers.
Yeah, because they published it.
Yeah.
I guess,
Well,
let's say,
I think it's because of the rights.
yeah, so there's 3 Arxis games, 2 Bandai Namco games. Well, actually, yeah, just 2 Bandai Namco games, 2 Nintendo games, and 1 Capcom game.
You fucked up, Capcom.
Fuck, they really did.
You done fucked up.
Oh, it's sad, but alright, that's it for Infinite.
Speaking of the bad part of Capcom, let's talk about the good part, which used to be bad. And that's Street Fighter V Arcade
Street
Edition.
Fighter V Arcade Edition Season 3.5. It got
Alright, let me open up this link real quick.
at NCR NorCal Regionals. They announced that there was going to be a balance patch for Street Fighter V that is coming. Unlike how everybody said, oh, there might be Falk. Guess what? There's no Falk.
We don't give a fuck about
Yep.
character.
Colleen got some buffs and nerfs.
I'm already scared.
I'm gonna
I
actually.
don't care about the nerf, but I
I'm gonna
heard
check
buff.
the patch notes as well because I haven't given some time to view them.
I only looked at Ryu, Ken, Akuma, and Sakura. That's all that I really looked at.
Yeah.
I think I looked at Mika as well, but
Yeah.
all I know is they nerfed Akuma, and I'm just sad. Except I'm not that sad because it makes sense. I think he was he was a lot better, maybe.
Yeah.
I definitely heard it was top 5, but did they really need to change it?
For overall changes, they changed the scaling on crush counters.
Did they? I heard that they changed scaling and like recovery on like crush kind of moves, just so that getting the combo of it will be much more difficult.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe that's for like select characters.
It's like they changed the combo scaling on crush counters. Throw escape has been changed, so it's changed that a throw break cannot be performed after the move has been input, with the exception of normal and unique moves. This is to weaken the defensive technique of certain special moves, primarily movement special moves, together with throw break. Previously, throw escapes could not be performed only for moves that gave the character some kind of invincibility or armor.
I see. Another universal thing that they did is they made the hitboxes for jabs shorter, so you can do ridiculous anti-airs with them.
Yeah, they changed.
And
they
makes
definitely
sense.
reduced some anti-air jabs, even though I have anti-aired. I was playing Street Fighter V online today. I anti-aired with jab quite a few times.
Oh, which character were you using?
Akuma.
That's probably why. Like his jab just extends too far by the fact, and that's because his jab just extends so far that it's going to be used as an anti-air anyways. It's not about the height; it's about the distance.
For normal throws, they increase the parameters for characters that have less reward on hit. V reversal is overall rebalancing for the move startup and performance.
You know, one of the things that confused me when they said like ease the combo count, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like they gave some characters more juggle opportunities.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Ryu, he has more juggle opportunities. If you like land an EX donkey kick, if you can connect with back heavy kick, and if you like, and that'll like juggle, and since you can cancel both hits of back heavy kick, you can cancel that into like a special.
Into a special.
Yeah, and you can also also you can now like link EX Fireball into light donkey kick.
Wait. EX Fireball into donkey kick.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, I think it's V trigger EX Fireball.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure which V trigger. It might be both V triggers.
I mean,
I know a bunch of people who still had throw loops, got their throw loops taken away. Like Jury, she still had a throw loop, but now Jury's throw loops are taken away.
how did the throw loop work? How that work?
It was like you could like throw them on wake up. Like it was, I think it was like if you didn't have a move, if you like didn't use an invincible move, you were guaranteed to get thrown.
I see.
Like Jury got that taken away. I think a couple of the characters got that taken away. What else did they change to Jury? Because they didn't change much about Jury.
Let me check.
A bunch of characters got like 2 frames of recovery added to after their throw, so that like killed any chance of throw loops. They changed the downwards hitbox of standing heavy kick. They increased the amount of EX meter gain when using jump heavy kick as a part of a chain combo during Feng Shui Engine Alpha from 30 to 50, which makes no sense because Jury players don't use a lot of EX meter.
I see.
I myself don't use a lot of EX Mirror when playing Jury. I reserve
see.
that shit for EXGPs.
I see.
They increased the startup of her V reversal from 15 frames to 17, but increased the pushback distance on block, so it's harder to like punish those.
In other words, they nerfed
I
her.
still hate the fact that you can punish V reversals. Like
They're reversals for a reason.
yeah. Also, Fuharenkyaku, like her quarter circle forward stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they all did 90 damage, or they all did 100 damage.
Now it's doing
Or
90.
maybe it's just the fireball. They reduced the damage from 100 to 90.
Yeah, I see the notes right here. They definitely nerfed her.
Yeah. What did they do to Akuma?
It seems like they nerfed Akuma, because let me.
I mean, they
look
nerfed
at
Akuma, but
these.
I don't think they nerfed him that bad. I think he's still. He's still gonna be a good character.
Yeah, he's still viable, but he was still nerfed.
Like,
It didn't nerf him too much though, so it doesn't make that much of a
I
difference.
got back to silver today, so I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, he's fine.
Although I still can't deal with the Guile and Birdie matchup, so
I see.
if anybody in the chat are experts at that matchup, hit me up on Twitter. My @ is on the on screen.
Let me see what they. I'm pretty sure that I saw something about V Trigger 2 in there, where you can use specials instead of just Dohatsu, Shotsu, Shurisu, Hashai, Hashi.
You can no longer Go Hadoken, EX Go Hadoken, Seikia Go Shoha, or EX Seikia Go Shoha, or that's just Red Fireball.
Just call it Shotgun. It's the most.
Yeah, shocking. Can no longer cancel those on whiff.
Like V Trigger cancel.
I mean, it's weird because I was still able to cancel those on whiff into V Trigger 1.
Said what?
I was still able to cancel those on whiff into V Trigger 1, but you can't do that with V Trigger 2.
I mean, it makes sense to me. I can't really think of much you would do afterwards if you did cancel it into V Trigger 2.
Yeah. Fixed a phenomenon where, upon canceling into from certain special moves, Akuma retained invincibility frames while being able to move.
I have never heard of that.
No, yeah, neither have I. That's for like the V triggers though. Both V triggers actually, Dohatsu Shoten and Shihura Tsuhashi. Oh, also the fireball nerfs. Those were V trigger too.
Oh, well, in case you go on the lift.
Change that his collection boxes will not move during recovery. Increase the amount of EX gauge his opponent will gain on hits from 60 to 100.
I'm not gonna lie, this awkward like conversation, like if I ever seen like awkward and saying like weird questions, it's because like my roommate just like popped in. I'm just like, he doesn't know these words or these terms, and I just don't want to say them out loud. That's why if I said awkward stuff like, oh, how did she do that throw loop, or like or something like that, it's like it may have been a genuine question, but it was okay. Just
apparently apparently Ed got buffed a bit.
Who did?
Ed. Which sounds good for me,
that.
but I still suck with Ed, so.
I didn't bother
maybe in
reading
season 4, buddy. Who else do I play?
I'm just gonna take a quick moment. Sakura has so many changes I'm just, I'm just like, you think I'm gonna read all of this? I did, but
You did?
or most of it, I think. Um. So what happened
Alex,
was,
I totally forgot about him.
oh yeah, Alex did
Well,
get
Alex,
some.
Alex got a bunch of buffs.
Fucking Marth said, "Dang, I thought they finally got him." But he was barely nerfed. He's still good.
For Lariat can now be canceled.
Lariat.
Yeah.
You said that, and I thought it was on give.
Yeah, well, like his forward heavy punch cannot be canceled,
Oh, I see.
which is very weird. But like Alex's defensive options still suck. But it's like, hey, look, you can cancel Lariat, as if we needed to cancel Lariat.
I need a reminder what the animation looked like.
Just go watch an Alex compilation video. You'll see it quite a few times.
You know what? I think I would. I'll look at it later. I just want to take a moment to talk about Sakura and how fun she looks like, just according to these patch notes. Okay, I'm just gonna do this really quick. Sakura, okay, everyone's throws have been like buffed. At least one of them were buffed. Sakura, it was her back throw and her air throw. Landing recovery, that's what on whiff it says. I mean, I guess that'll make a difference because that's 2 frames. Jeez.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really want to talk about is her canceling into her V skill. She can now cancel out of into V skill from cancelable normals and both fireballs, but I believe they both have to be charged. So it can be Tengu Hadouken, but it has to be charged before you can use your V skill, which is fine by me. It makes sense. You don't want to just throw like basic fireballs and then all of a sudden you just get the Otoshi and everything and the dive kick. But I will say that did sound a little exciting to me. Just imagine getting like crush counter like back heavy, and then you get the what's it called? The V skill. I think you could do a lot of things with Sakura now.
Yeah. In terms
I'm
of
looking forward to it.
Yeah, in terms of the patch that they had released along with Season 3.5, they also announced like a few DLC stuff, a few more DLC stuff, and added some new costumes to the shop. They announced
I'm looking forward to the Akuma and Sakura one. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, they added the Capcom Pro Tour costumes for Akuma and Sakura, which I might get. The Ring of Pride, or I don't know what this one's called, but
let me see what it looks like.
But the new
let's see it again.
But the new DLC, it's like a Shadaloo stage. It's a Shadow.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
It's a Shadaloo ring, which is pretty cool. Hey, Corporal.
Let me look at this real quick.
And I think that, and there's.
Hey, it looks like a combination of Ring of Pride, Ring of Destiny, except with Shadaloo.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be called? Ring of Final Destination.
I don't know, but yeah, they're gonna, and then there's the Champion's Choice costume, which we all know is gonna be for Birdie. Is that my boy smoking in the background?
Wait, who said that?
Corporal.
It's my boy Smoke.
11 number 9 large. Yeah.
A number 6 extra dip.
Number
Now I'm
6
hungry.
with extra dip. Now I'm hungry. Yeah, I am really hungry now.
I wanted to get some food before this podcast.
That killed my throat. We actually had burgers for dinner.
We number 9 boneless. Okay.
Number 9
I'm-
boneless. But yeah, we all know the champion's costume is gonna be for Birdie.
Because he won Capcom Pro Tour.
Yeah, because Mena RD won Capcom Cup, and he's a Birdie player.
Hey, I always thought Birdie was a charge character. I mean, I think he was in the Alpha games,
I think he is.
but I thought he was a charge character. Yeah, but
I don't know.
I
don't pay attention to
changed
him.
that.
I hate that character.
I just don't care about him. Especially his hairdo pisses me off. His looks just piss me off.
He has a Freddie Mercury alt costume, and it makes me sad. Because I love Queen, but I hate that character.
Yeah, Queen's a good song.
Alright, see you, Corporal.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I think also the Darkstalkers costumes that were added.
They gave Jory her breasts back.
They gave a Donovan one for Urian, a Lilith one for Jury, and I don't know what for Manat.
I think the Lilith costume just looks super awkward regardless on Jury because one, flat-chested Jury does not look
you don't
right.
give Jury a flat chest. That is rule
Like she's
number
had
one.
a chest. you went so close to the mic.
So you don't give Jury a flat chest.
Once a character develops a part of their body, you just don't get rid of it without reason. Like Bikin, she got her arm cut off.
Yeah.
And then another thing that just makes it awkward no matter what. You use the code that gives her breast. Now it looks awkward because she's supposed to be Lilith. If she was Morrigan,
Well, you
where
just
it's supposed
switch,
to be
well,
like
you
that.
just switch to the Morrigan color.
Oh
I assume she has a
well.
Morrigan.
Well,
I assume she has a Morrigan color. I don't know.
does Morgan and Lilith have like different designs? I think that
Morrigan has long blonde hair,
That's not
long
the-
green hair, green wings, and pink stockings, and
I'm looking at their
and black
designs in front of me.
and black lingerie. Lilith has short purple hair. I think red and purple wings.
Yeah, it's like red
A red leotard
or blue.
and blue stockings.
There's one picture I see where it's like, it shows Morgan's cleavage more, but then there's also one where it looks pretty much the same as Lilith's. I guess it wouldn't make too much of a difference if you just change the colors.
Yeah.
I hope she does have a Morgan color because it'll just be Morgan. People will play that more. It'll look less.
I still don't get why. I mean, I think Chun-Li's gonna get the Morgan costume.
I think that would be fitting, but it'll be odd fitting.
I mean-
because like the two characters are so different. Like one of them's a cop that's fighting for justice, and one of them's a succubus.
I mean, there's a modded costume for
Actually, I did see that.
yeah, and that mod looks so sick. And I can
Yeah,
I can
it did
play
look
that
sick.
mod, but for some reason the mod installer doesn't want to work.
Unfortunately.
All right.
See, I think there was something I want to talk about with Ken. Medium sure you can ease the combo. Ooh, so I can have some more juggle combos with him.
Oh, speaking of Ken, the last piece of the Rathalos armor. Marth
Wait, what did he say?
said, "Give it to Colleen."
Give it to Colleen, and then I hate this dude.
But yeah.
Increase the size of her hat or her head.
Yeah.
Just to piss him off.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm sure that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. The Rathalos armor for Ken. And the
He's a crazy.
and the Captain Commando costume for Nash. The fourth part is currently out now, and you should hop on that before time runs out.
Fun fort for me, bro.
I have Ken's Rathalos armor, and that's all I care about.
To be honest, I just don't really care about those costumes. The Captain Commando, yeah, sort of, but the Ken, like, the only one I really cared about the most, other than the beautiful Joe costume, Chun-Li one. I just wanted a new Chun-Li costume, and honestly, I really like.
Go ahead.
I really like her Chun-Li costume, the new Chun-Li costume. But the thing is, the kneecaps and the hair, especially the kneecaps, that's what bothers me. But I give it a pass because it's a reference to a different character.
Yeah. But yeah. As of what other costume crossover costumes do you want to see for what character?
Let me think about that.
Well, as you do that, you go ahead.
How about, because we don't know if Evil Ryu is going to be in the game,
He
we get
is.
Akuma. Okay, probably, but if Evil Ryu doesn't show up for whatever reason, or there's a V trigger, I suggest we give Akuma an Asura outfit.
Yo, that'd be sick.
That would be
I feel
nice.
I feel like they give it. I feel like they'd give it to Ryu though.
But the thing is, like, especially after seeing the Evil Ryu mod in 4, like, I feel like it only fits Evil Ryu, and Akuma's the closest to Evil Ryu because, like, the hair, the body type,
Yeah, that
not to
makes
mention the wrath. So it only would fit Evil Ryu, and Akuma's the closest to him.
Don't give it to Nakali.
Okay, Nakali, which is
It fits.
thing though,
No, it doesn't fit Nakali.
it doesn't, to be honest. The hair, the body type,
Yeah, you could.
his fighting stance.
You couldn't really make it work for Asura. You would have to give Asura to a Shoto.
Yeah, like specifically, even Nakali. It's just like his body type isn't the same. His hair is most definitely isn't the same, and his fighting stance, it would. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. His fighting stance might be all right.
I think
played the game plenty.
give it to Akuma if you're not gonna add Evil Ryu. If you're gonna add Evil Ryu, wait until he's added and then give it to him.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't actually. If they add Evil Ryu, I think they'll add the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite design. Because that design,
I like it.
That design's sick.
It's sick, but I like red hair Evil Ryu.
Actually, just make it a color.
Yeah, make it a color at least.
Or you know
please.
what? Like make it his costume code. Like
Or his costume code, one of the.
yeah, just like if you do this costume combination, oh, you can you have his white hair from Infinite.
I will say if they do white hair, white gi, I will just completely take back what I said because I'm just gonna use that.
I want
anyway.
red hair, white gi.
Okay, red hair, white gi would also work too. If it's red hair, white gi, or white hair, white gi, I'll take back what I said.
White hair, red gi. Oh wait, that's Violent Ken. No, don't give him a Violent Ken color. That'll make me upset.
They put Violent Ken in the game, and then they do like Pit and Dark Pit where they have the costume color.
Oh, like give Violent Ken an Evil Ryu costume color.
Yeah.
I see Violent Ken being in the game, to be honest.
I really, really hope he does.
I think there'll be
I
think there'll be a free thing though.
Hopefully, I can already tell the story of it.
'Cause
Shadowlow's gone, Bison's dead, but for some reason there's like this virus lingering, like Bison just leftovers, I guess, and it lingers onto Ken. He gets possessed. He turns into Violent Ken. There it is. Simple as that.
Oh, it's like a non-canon plot where like Bison kidnaps, or like a Shadowloo operative kidnaps Ken and infuses him with psycho power.
If that's the story they choose, and they choose Fang to do that, I'm gonna be pissed.
You can Fang would probably be the person to do that.
Probably, but I'll still be pissed.
Indeed. Oh yeah.
Speaking of Ken, I'm just gonna say this really quick. They decreased the damage to Shinryuken with max damage. It pisses me off. It reduced it from 200.
They made V Trigger 2 even more unviable.
It's bad enough because it was so fun.
Yeah.
Like, let's see, Shinryuken, ease the combo count. Okay, to be fair, even though they reduced the damage by 20, they eased the combo count, which now that I have clarification from CJ, that's they added, help the juggling properties.
You can juggle also, like after Shinryuken, it like brings the opponent closer. Like the opponent is now closer in. So mid screen, you can do Shinryuken full charge to EXDP.
That's what I did that once before the patch. It only worked one time.
Like now you can do it mid screen. So that's cool.
Yay!
But
It'll be nice to just do more stuff. Oh, okay, but I will say something that looks really sick that I retweeted with some Ken combos. It's apparently you can V skill into Shoryu, and that just brings in a whole bunch of like juggling stuff, a whole bunch of like imagination.
Yeah, you can juggle more off of Visco.
It looks so sick, and I'm looking forward to doing that when I get my PS4.
Yeah. But I think that's. Do we have any more thoughts on Street Fighter V Arcade Edition?
The game's still disappointing. As much as I love Sakura and Akuma being back, give me my boy Sagat. And also make combos more fun, which you did for some characters. So props to you in that, but that's like a half-assed prop.
Yeah. But
I now understand why they say half-assed. Nobody wants half an ass.
Yeah, they don't want one cheek; they want both.
They want both cheeks, a pair.
Yeah. No, they want a peach.
I want those peaches. Give those peaches to Akuma and Sakura. No homo. That was so bad.
Okay.
I'm so sorry that you had to put up with me like that.
That's fine. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the Fight Night podcast episode 3. Thank you, Pika or whatever.
His name is MarLinkachu.
Oh, MarLinkachu. Thank you to MarLinkachu, Katie Dunlap, and UntamableTablez for participating in this. Yeah. For participating in the Smash portion of this podcast. We really enjoy it. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you all of you for viewing. And I'm gonna make this an announcement. The Fight Night podcast will be no longer weekly. It'll be bi-weekly.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we're kind of in.
We just need some news.
Yeah, we're in a news drought. We might do one this weekend or next weekend if they announce Falk. Well, actually, no, because they'll probably announce Falk on a Sunday. Well, if they announce Falk during the week, and Well, if they announce Falk during the week, then we'll do a FiteNite podcast for Falk.
It'll be really quick though. But
Well, actually, even if they do, we'll still just wait until the week after.
because then we should have some more news.
Yeah, then we should have more than one topic. But until next time, thank you guys. I'm gonna host Dominic real quick.
Yeah, thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank you
We
guys
really
for stopping by, and
I'm just gonna
hope to see you guys soon.
drop it.
Oh, our Twitters are on the screen. Follow me at CJGarmaniTV on Twitter.
Here's my server.
I should have added the FiteNite Discord in the title. Damn it.
I did that for mine because I don't have night. But
yeah, thanks, Marth. And RockingWilliams' Twitter is at @TheTrueRowell. Give him a follow. Give all of us a follow. The FiteNite Twitter is also a thing. I forgot to put it on there. At FiteNite Discord. You can catch up with all the latest FiteNite news. And with that being said, I hope to see you all soon.